Welcome back to the Cookbook Club. So it's December and we have a new cookbook this month. We are going to cook through the Betty Crocker Cooky Book.
Yay!
So I picked this because it is December and it is Christmas, and Christmas is all about the cookies. Today we're making candy cane cookies. We have to start out with something Christmas-like, and candy cane cookies is where it's at, right? So welcome to the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen. So we started the cookbook club about 2 months ago. The very first book that we cooked out of was Julia Child's Mastering the Art of French Cooking. Last month, we cooked out of Martha Stewart Living Cookbook. And this month, because it's Christmas, I wanted to do a Christmas sort of cookbook. And I figured Betty's Cookie Book is a great one to do, right? So what we do with the cookbook club is I pick a book every month and we cook a recipe a week throughout the month. So usually that's 4 recipes, give or take, right? If there's not 5. Saturdays, Sundays.
And if we're not interrupted with something like Thanksgiving.
Yeah. We didn't do one last week because we had too much merriment going on, right? So this is Betty Crocker's Cookie Book. And what do you think about this cover, Boo?
Well, it's got a lot of cookies. It looks old school. It looks like it's from the 70s.
It's from 1963-ish. What else do you see that's interesting with this?
Well, they spell the word cookie kind of wrong.
Cookie book, right? Well, back then, they used, people were using different variations of cookie. And so some people spelled it C-O-O-K-Y. So we look at that and we're like, why did they spell it wrong? Well, they didn't, because it was a variation. And people sort of spelled it phonetically. So it made it easier to read, right? So they called it the Cookie Book, and that's what we're cooking out of. So today, I went through one section that is the holiday cookies, because I figure for Christmas, we should start with that. And we are starting with candy cane cookies on page 37. This copy is a reproduction. They reproduced this book recently. So you can get a brand new copy, and I'll put links to that down in the description. This is not from 1960s, but it's printed. It's exactly the same as the book from 1960s. This is just a reprint. So this is a fun book for Christmas, especially for kids. Look at all those cookies on there, right? Oh, so if you want, usually I have my recipes up on my website, but because this is from a cookbook, I don't do that. If you want this complete recipe, you have to buy the book, right? So, you ready to bake some cookies, Boo?
Sure.
Let's do this. Okay, so let's make our dough. I have a stand mixer here. And we're going to go ahead and put on the paddle attachment. So it says 1 cup of shortening, half butter or margarine. So I'm assuming that's half a cup of shortening and half a cup of butter, right?
Well, they're giving you an option, right?
No, it's not really an option.
Oh, okay. All right.
I think they're calling butter as shortening, like they call shortening, and butter as a shortening. So we have our butter there, and we're going to put some sugar powdered in here. Yeesh. Starting out a little crazy. We're going to put in an egg. We're going to put in some vanilla extract, pure, some almond extract. scrape some of the sugar around that I got up the edge of the bowl. This doesn't make a lot of dough. So you're gonna have to, if you want any fair amount of cookies, you're gonna have to double this, triple it. Okay, so I have some flour here. I'm gonna put some salt in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and stir this up.
Is it using any leavening?
No leavening. Leavening. Nope.
Wow. All right.
Hey, Betty knows best, right?
Sure.
Putting my beater blade chute in here. Okay, so we need to take half of this dough out of here. Okay, so I needed half the dough, so I just weighed it out. It was 750 grams, so I put half of it back into the mixer, and the other half is right there. And we're going to be coloring this dough with some red food coloring, so be careful. I'm going to pour it in here.
Yeah, I'd probably do this on like low or something. You don't want anything to flame, right? Lest the rest of your kitchen will be red forever.
It is red. My oven's done.
Hey. Ooh.
There you go.
Ooh.
Got red dough.
Okay.
So the instructions are a little weird because it says take 1 teaspoon of dough and roll it into a 4-inch like log. And I don't know about you, but 1 teaspoon of dough is not going to roll into a 4-inch log. So I don't know if they're referring to like 1 teaspoon, like
an eating utensil.
Yeah, like an eating teaspoon, because 1 regular teaspoon is not going to do that.
No, so we're going to cheat. We're going to do that.
Yeah.
The picture makes it look like maybe these are the thickness of a pencil, maybe 1/4 inch. It's just a guess. And then when they cook, they blow up a little bit.
There's no leveling in them.
There's no leveling, so I don't know.
So I have my handy dandy ruler. This is my cooking ruler, AKA I run this sucker through the dishwasher. So we are going to take a teaspoon.
Yeah, roll it out 4 inches.
Let go 4 inches. They say lightly flour the board.
Yeah, we don't want to dry it out too much. Our house, the humidity's low because right now, we're in the middle of winter, we've got the heater on, it's dried out.
Yeah, it's December.
We don't want the dough to dry out too much.
I also don't want it.
So.
What's 4 inches? I don't think we have this even.
No, but you think that might be a little too much dough? You might want to go a little thinner?
You might have too thick, huh?
Yeah, it might be a little too thick.
That's even longer than 4 inches.
No, that's fine. Well, let's just go for a certain size and... You think they might be right, Bobo?
I don't know.
You think we might actually want to use a real teaspoon?
A teaspoon?
Does Betty know best?
Betty does know best. That's for sure. Yeah. Amy sure doesn't.
That's why it's called the Betty Crocker Cooky Book and not the
Amy Cookie Book.
Cookie Book.
So I have this one.
Probably a little thicker than what your other one is. We're using gloves because we just want to make sure that the hands don't turn
red.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have one dough here and one dough here. And you're supposed to pinch them lightly.
I don't know.
And then weave them in and out.
I mean, cooking is one thing. Artwork is another.
I cook, I don't do art. Yeah, I really screwed this one up in the end there.
Mm-hmm.
I think you get better as you do these.
Yeah.
That's my sacrificial one.
Yeah. I think their idea is you're going to be turning this over way more than that. See, Boo Boo, they want one. They want 5 reds and
that one
maybe 4 whites. You got 2 reds and 2 white, maybe 3 reds at the most.
You're going to get a little better than
You need to flip it a little better. Yeah. You want me to go get a teaspoon and see if that works better?
I don't want a pokey end. I did it faster.
I don't know if it looks much better though.
Yeah, that was a little better. Well, it's not exactly round.
Oh, I don't know. I think we're going to do a few more of these off camera and you'll see the reason. The bottom line is make 2 logs, overlap them, and make them look something like a candy, right?
When I'm done forming them, we'll be back. So, Boo, how did you feel when doing these cookies?
This took about an hour. I didn't get any better. I got faster. The dough dried out. I ended up using a little bit of spray olive oil to the dough.
What's up with these?
Amy gave me permission to modify the recipe. We just want to use up the dough. They're candy canes, right?
So I did like 2 and I abandoned it. Eric continued with the project, but he was cussing and fussing and telling me he even cussed Betty.
I would suggest that if you have a little kid or kids, let them do it. I'm sure they'll have fun, right? They're trained professionals. They play with
the dough dries out. It's hard to get.
It cracks. It's just a mess.
We are going to put these in the oven, so let us do that. And when they come out, I'll show you how they look. Okay, so I think Betty's really trying to ruin my night, right? Neat concept, but the instructions that they give, there's a lot of issues with it. One, taking 1 little teaspoon and rolling into this log and twisting them together, the dough just broke up. It was a nightmare. So We ended up using about a tablespoon for each side.
Well, actually, yes and no. What happened was Amy thought making them a little thicker, so we were going to use a teaspoon and a half. Well, it took me so long to measure a teaspoon and a half. It was easier to use a tablespoon and then cut the dough in half. And then I'd make 2 cookies at a time. And that worked okay, but it still took me like an hour. And as you can tell, I gave up. Amy gave me the green light to put the rest of the dough into like 2 cookies.
I said, just make one big cookie, right? So that's what he tried to do. That's what this is.
Well, him and his buddy. I ended up baking those guys for about 20 minutes. The rest of these guys I baked for about 10 minutes. The recipe called for 9.
So I suggest, if you're going to try this recipe out, okay, so they want you to take peppermint candy, break it up, with the rolling pin in a bag, and sprinkle that on when it's warm. That's not really going to stay on here. We mistakenly brought the wrong peppermint candies. We bought these nougats.
Which are chewy.
Which are basically chewy.
They're chewy.
These aren't going to work.
It's like caramel. It'll stick to your teeth.
Yeah.
They won't break.
Had the idea of putting some sanding sugar in there. That wasn't going to work. I would say put some peppermint extract. Squash the almond and put peppermint extract. Roll these puppies bigger. Refrigerate the dough a little bit. I don't know, Betty.
The dough took me so long, though, even though we had it covered with a towel, it still dried out. So halfway through, I had to spray it with a little bit of oil just to moisturize it a little bit.
They're not great tasting either. They're not sweet enough.
No, they're basically butter cookies that aren't that sweet and doesn't have
the almond extract is too strong.
It is.
It overpowers them.
Yeah.
Betty. Betty, what'd you do to us? So we are going to continue with the cookie book, but I would say this recipe needs a lot of work. Thanks for joining me. Are you going to try to eat that big cookie, Bill?
I just want to take a bite. It comes apart nice.
The taste is just weird.
It's soft like a cake in the middle.
Too much almond extract.
It tastes too much almondy and it's just too dry.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So yeah, I'm not happy. Maybe dip it in some melted butter, maybe. Dipping sauce, right?